Velkommen til møtet om Marokko. Det er 11. møte i serien Møt landet mitt, og i dag Anas skal fortelle om landet sitt, Marokko.
Welcome to the event that is created by the bibliotek. Today we would like to welcome you to talk about Morocco, history, culture, and test our food, Moroccan food, and also share some music and some cities that's in Morocco. Thank you so much. I am from Morocco, and especially from Casablanca, and my name is Anas Darouichi. Thank you so much.
So I was thinking, whatever I describe about Morocco, I will not describe the picture of Morocco. So that's why you have this to watch, and I can say something about Morocco at the same time. So you can see some cities around of Morocco, and how beautiful it is, and how warm it is. So yeah, thank you so much for coming today and welcome. And thanks for also the library that give us this space and the opportunity to talk about Morocco. And I would start to say that now, like most of people know Morocco after the Mondial. We are one of the first Arabic country that reached that level at the Mondial. So I'm proud, and many people also you are proud of Arabic country reach that level. So Morocco is a kingdom, and it's located next to Spain, our neighbors, and it's in the north of Africa. And Morocco is a country located in north of Africa, bordered by the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Its official language is Arabic. Many people they say Arabic, but I would not say Arabic because it's Darija, and Darija it means a dialect that it's mixed between Spanish, French, and some Portuguese word. And 30% is Arabic language, and that 30% it's mixed, and also the way how we talk it's really fast. So when we talk to Arab people, they don't understand anything. But when they talk to us, we do understand everything because the official language in the school it's Arabic and French. The capital of Morocco is Rabat, and it's there are many offices, everything that is have to do with the government. And is the largest city in Morocco. It's Casablanca, and I am from Casablanca. It's about 10 million people, so double of Norway living in one city. It is kind of horrible, but it teaches you a lot, this city. For example, you have to survive, you have to fight for work, you have to fight for everything. Because nothing is ready, you have to fight for the bus, if you are going to school, you have to fight for the metro, you have to fight for everything. So, I'm proud that I am from Casablanca, because also in Morocco, like everybody proud of this city, because it's have give a lot to politics, to history, and also culture. Most of the culture is coming from Casablanca, and Casablanca, as you know, it's a Spanish word, Casablanca. And when we had the colonization of Spain and French for several years, it was the capital of Spain at that time. Not the capital of Spain, but the capital of Spain in Morocco. So Morocco is a beautiful country and diverse country with rich culture and history. It's a perfect destination for tourists, so you are welcome to go. Now the flight is like really cheap. There are Norwegian flights also. I am promoting for my country, so yeah, that's fine, I think. I don't get paid for it, but it is really nice country. It have a lot of history, natural beauty, and the natural beauty of north of Africa. So that it means that in the north of Morocco, we have a lot of snow, and sometimes it's similar like Norway, but nothing is similar like Norway, to be honest. It is cold, it has snow, it has ice, it has mountains, and then we are talking about the middle of Morocco, where is Casablanca and Rabat and other cities. It have a very nice climate. It reminds me also of Athens, of Greece. Like the temperature there, it's about like 20 to 24 degrees, maximum in summer like 30 degrees. But when we go like the south of Morocco, the south of Morocco, then it's Sahara, the desert. And as many people believe, Sahara it's really hot. But if you go right now in the winter, it's not that hot. It's not that hot. It's really cold because there is no building around, there is no mountains, so the air of the ocean it's really cold and freezing. So the system in Morocco is political system construction monarchy. So does it mean we have a king? The kingdom of Morocco is from the 7th century. It's one or the first or the second, that it's not sure, after the United Kingdom. And Morocco it's had many kingdoms before. The Alawist is the last one. And the Alawist kingdom, it's like every father give the throne to his son, first son. So the king holds significant existence of power and responsibility and appointing to the prime minister and other government officials. And for issuing laws and regulation, he also has the power to dissolve the parliament and call new election. So it's not like Spain and Norway maybe, because the king in Morocco have the power like to resolve all the parliament if he wants, and to also change every minister whenever he wants. So he's a really powerful man. The Moroccan parliament composed two chambers, the House of Representatives and the House of Councillors. The House of Representatives is the lower chamber and composed directly elected members, while the House of Councillors, upper chamber, is composed of indirectly elected members. The parliament rule is to prove laws and regulation and oversees the government action. So what does mean? That in Morocco we have something that's called Dustur, that it means the law by the king. So every law that we have, and we follow the Islamic law in many cases. Right now it starts being the light Islam, so a little bit European with some Islam laws. And that it means that we are developing and we are going really good in politics. I'm kind of proud because they have changed many laws that they were against females, women, and also some laws that are against LGBTQ. And right now we are going really well in that, let's say in that way. The history of the kingdom of Morocco is dates back to several centuries, with the earliest known of human settlement in the region dating back very historic times. The region was subsequently by the Phoenicians and Romans and Vandals and the Visigoths. I don't know if you know about the history, but Morocco have a lot of empires before. And one of them have taken Spain for a while, and not the whole Spain, but Andalusia. And have built a lot in Andalusia at that time. Morocco, it was really powerful, and it was also include many other countries like Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and Mauritania, except from Egypt, so all the north of Africa. And at that time we had a lot of power because we were like really good as Arabs in science and also in interpretation. So Arabs, they were talking many different languages and also interpreting books. And like Greek, before the Greek history is really rich, but also the Arab history is really rich. We have discovered like many stuff, and in technology they were first, but that it was for some centuries ago. Right now it's different. Right now there are some countries that they are rich and they are doing some discovery, but they are the countries that have petrol. Because right now everything is about fuel and money, and the poor country cannot like survive, and there is no education in many countries. And when we talk about Africa, it's like many times like it's come to our mind, poverty, the truth, we are all poor. There are two levels in most of Africa. There are the rich level and the poor level. The poor level, they are fighting to survive, and that it's not something good. And they are the majority, like 80% maybe of Morocco, they are fighting to survive, and that it's mean that they are not fighting for the bills as some European countries that they are going through crisis. They are fighting for food, they are fighting for bed, they are fighting for hot accommodation, they are fighting for the really necessary stuff. And children in Morocco, they are different than European children. I don't mean they are different biologically, but they are different like in the mindset and also how they are educated. Because the children in Morocco, like when you are living in a poor family, you have to survive, and that just means that you take responsibility from small kid. There are many children that they are still working under the age of 18 in many departments and in many fields, and sometimes there are heavy stuff that they should carry from young age. This is the sad and the weak point of Morocco, because I don't want today just to read for you from Google, because Google say everything is perfect in Morocco and advise you to go, all of you. But I want to say as a Moroccan what is the truth. And yeah, it is a beautiful country, and as we know, like there are many other beautiful countries in the world, but when you have money, you have the chance to visit, you have the chance to spend nice time. But when you don't have money, then it's just surviving. Yeah. So in the late 19th century, the region came under the control of European power, including France and Spain. And the country was divided into French and Spanish proctorates. The French established the proctorate over Morocco in 1912. That was really early. And the country came under French control, with the French government administrating the country affair. The Spanish established their proctorate over the northern region of Morocco, as it's known, Sahara and Eastern Sahara. And yeah, so Morocco, it was like divided to two pieces. One piece, like in the north, it's French piece, and the other piece, it was the Spanish piece. So the piece that it was in the north, it's where is the government located, but the piece that it was in the south, it's where is the resources. Like we're talking about gold, diamonds, lithium, phosphor, and petrol, and gas. So Spain, it was clever at that time, and they had the power, so they went to the south. But French have given other country, like to Spain, Spain have given other country to French in order to get Sahara. Why, we will say why Sahara, exactly. Sahara, it's in front of the American Ocean, and also it's the Atlantic Ocean, so it's the door of Europe. And it have a lot of resources, as we said, and as we know also now, like the islands of Canary, there is a little bit tension between Morocco and Spain about that, and it's all about lithium. And what that means? Tesla cars, batteries, smartphones, everything is come from there. And we're talking about 98% of the stock of the world. So it's not easy. All the other world, like all the rest of the world, sharing only 2%. We're talking about one mountain of lithium. And it's really deep, and it takes like a lot of money. So that's why there are some political tension between Morocco and Spain. In the summary, the history of the Kingdom of Morocco dates back several centuries, with the region being conquered by Arabs and Berbers army. And I don't know if some of you know who is Berbers? No. Okay. Berbers, it's kind of Vikings, when we say Vikings in our language. And Berbers, they're Amazirs. They have come from Sham. Sham, it's mean the region of Syria, Iraq, and Kuwait. So they have come through Sham, from Sham, through Egypt. They stay as slaves and as workers in Egypt, and then they find out that Maghreb, it's a good destiny for them. And Maghreb, it means the 5 countries that we talked before about, the Empire of Morocco. So when they stay there, they have come like really early before Morocco had any kingdom. So we have many Berbers in Morocco. They speak different language. It's Amazigh, and those people, they are really good in business. They all have shops, supermarkets, stuff like that. So when they have their own holidays, we Casablancans, like people, and the people of Morocco, were like nothing. So those people, they are really good in business. They are like Jews, that we have also in Morocco. In the late 19th century, the region came under the control of the European power, as we said before, and it took the independence in 1956 from France. So after the 1956, when we take the independence, Morocco have to take a lot of stuff to start the country, to start the army, to start everything from zero. And that it take a lot of money. So at that time it was a lot of poverty. But not like the poverty of today, because at that time you don't have to pay a bill, you don't have to do nothing. Maybe you farm and you eat what you farm, and that's it. And there is no, like, for example, house contract or anything. You just, all the village, like for example, Atlas village, if you see it, it's like located high in the mountain, and people say, why those people going there? Yeah, those people going there because it's rich of trees and it's rich of water. There are a lot of rivers there, and most of the rivers of Morocco coming from there. So people, they weren't stupid that they lived there. They went there for water, and that's good because they were doing farming and they have argan trees around. Argan trees, it's one tree that it's only in Morocco, and some part little of Algeria by the border. But argan trees, as you know, it's one of the expensive expensive oil in the world, and it's good for makeup, as we know, for beauty. But it's not only for that. People before used to make a medical treatment with it. It's good for the heart. It's good for asthma. It's good for eczema, for like issues in the skins. Morocco has never officially occupied any cities. However, the issue of Western Sahara, as they call it, many people, and I will call it so you know it, but as a Moroccan, I call it Sahara because it belongs to us. And after Spain have taken over Sahara, it was one issue between Spain and Morocco because they cannot take it forever. They have taken it for a while, and when the king was sent out to Madagascar. The king we are talking right now is the grandfather of this current king that is called Mohammed VI, and his grandfather is called Mohammed V. So Mohammed V, he was in Madagascar by pushed to be there like by the Spain power. After some resistance by Berbers and Atlas people, we have taken off Sahara back. How? It was one march, it's called the Green March, before the Green Revolution that we know right now. It was the Green March. It was happening by the king Hassan II, so it's the father of the current king, and it was happening in 1975. This march, it take like about 350,000 people with no guns, with no tanks, with nothing. Only with one thing I will show it to you right now. That it was. This, it's called Quran. And as a Moroccan, it's 90% of people, 90 or 92% of people are Muslims. So at that time, the king have an idea of taking people with peace. And let's see what Spain will do. And Spain at that time, it was, as we know, like in the 19th century, it wasn't like before. Like people, they take whatever country they want. It was started the UN, and were, by the way, the first country that confirmed that United States of Nations, it's a country. At 1775. So the first country in the world that confirmed that the United States is a country. So United States want to help us back at that time. So it was some discussion between Spain to leave with the way that he should leave. Other way, Israel and America will take over. And many people they say that how you are Muslims and your relation is really good with Israel. Good question. Morocco consultant and Morocco democracy and the system it's created by Israel. And Israel is created by Morocco. And we have 2 million of the richest Jews in all the world living in Morocco. The whole parliament, they are Jews. We still are Muslims, we are free to go to mosque, we are free to go to church. There are some Christians, by the way. But Morocco cooperation between those three countries, America, Israel, it's really great. And that's why they have no fear of going face to face with Spain and asking them to leave the country with no guns, with no nothing. Because Spain, it was informed formally to leave. So the king, he take that chance to say like, look how Morocco is powerful, and let's send just people like that, and the Spanish army will feel afraid of 350,000 people and they will escape. But it's not true, as we said, because there are many times like some back theater that happen that we don't see. And I am telling you as a Moroccan and as my grandfather have also involved in that march, that it's happening. Your father as well? At 1975. So anyway, we talk a lot about history, but with no history we cannot like know many things about Morocco. So in my mind, like I was thinking that it's good to start with history and then go to other stuff. Because sometimes history and political, they are boring, but we should know the history and political about the country. Anyway, yeah, in 1991, the United Nations brokered case fire between Morocco and Polisario. I will explain what is Polisario again. Polisario is one small team created by Algeria, Spain, again, to take over against Sahara. So those people that are asking independency in Sahara, that it's have more than 8 million citizens Moroccan that kneel for the king and kill for the king and say that we're Moroccan with the ID of Moroccan and the passports of Moroccan citizens. Those people, they are minority. I'm not trying to be against them, and I'm saying my part of history, because you know everybody have different view of the history, because the history from country to country are really totally different. So the part of the history of the Moroccan citizens is Sahara is Moroccan. It's have some issues now and conflict, but those conflict it's not created only by Spain. It's created also by Morocco. I will tell why. Because as a poor country, poor people, if they want to ask about their right, and the right of petrol, the right of gas, right of phosphorus, right of right of phosphorus, right of fishes, because as we say, we have 2 oceans full of fishes, like a lot of treasures there. And Spain have many boats there right now in cooperation. But if we want to talk about all these treasures, we can't talk about them, because Sahara is not Moroccan right now. Because if Moroccan ask for petrol, ask for gas, ask for gold, the king say, oh, Sahara is not Moroccan yet. What are you asking for? But if you go there, you see the government, you see the airport, you see everything. It's Moroccan. Like you are now foreigners, if you go and visit Sahara, what stamp they will stamp for you in the airport? Not Sahara, they will stamp for you Moroccan stamp. So that it's Moroccan. But the resources, it's not our yet. So until it will be like 1 liter of petrol or whatever, then they will come and tell us, oh, Sahara now it's Moroccan, take it. There is one expression that we say in Morocco, like if you have a house and you find gold or treasure under your house, it's not yours, it's the government. But when you find a dead body, it's yours. And then you go to prison forever. So this is this is joke, but this is real joke. I am saying like from Morocco, and it's also confirmed by the law. Anyway, Currently, Morocco controls most territory of Polisario, in front controlling small area of the east. They are located in Tindouf and they are founded by Algeria. And when we are talking about Algeria, we are talking about army and not government right now. And there are many political issues right now between Algeria and Morocco, and the whole political issue, it's about money and power, because we, Algeria and Morocco, are brothers. They will never fight, and for me, I see it because I go to Morocco, I talk to many people, it will never have any fight. Why? Because we're brothers. Like Tunisian, we're brothers. Arabic, all like most of the Arabic North, we have the same culture. Like now, Algeria and Morocco, they're fighting who created couscous first. It's created by Maghreb. If we talk about it, it's created by Maghreb. And what's mean Maghreb? Maghreb means 5 countries, that now they're split in 5 countries. So, make no sense. Who created tagine and who made the first kaftan in the world and who. And then they are fighting like with making the UNICEF involved for the artisanat, if you know, and the history and culture. But it's a program created by UNICEF to confirm that this artisanat and this stuff is created by one country or made by one country. So one time we win, one time we win, and we're fighting always. Anyway, yeah. It's fight, and it's fight only political. Like now, we are closing the borders. We cannot see our brothers. They cannot see us, and only politicians are winning from that, because really they are our brothers. And if we were like having a solidarity as before, and we have our gas, we have our petrol, we have our fish, we will be really great than Europe. And I mean it, because Europe Union have no reserves. Like if we are talking natural resources, except from petrol that it's in Norway and some few countries. So if we are talking about gas and we are talking about free energy, we are talking about phosphor that we are like in the stock of the world, we are 97%, only Morocco. You know what it means, phosphor? Phosphor, it's fertilizers, everything that we eat. We eat everything from phosphor. And right now, phosphor of Morocco is taken by some mafias, shared with them, and Morocco is still poor. Right now, when I went before 1 week to Morocco, I was shocked because it's developing really fast. It's have a new buildings, tram, metro, train, everything that it show how Morocco fancy is. Yeah, many tourists and many friends of mine are thinking, oh, why you left Morocco? Yeah, good question. Because when you go tourist, you go to the best hotels, you have the best services, and no one talk to you. The police, they will not stop you in the road. What are you doing? No, everybody see you as euro and as dollars. So as a coin, everybody is happy. Welcome to Morocco. Come and get some stuff from us. And even if you don't want to buy, there is a way of marketing in Morocco different than European, that they give you something, just take it for free, and then they add you, this is for 500 euros, and everything is fine. But yeah, anyway, when I go to Morocco, I see there are many developments, but still, we are a poor country. Because when we consider poverty, we don't consider 2% or 3%, we consider the majority. The majority of Morocco right now, they are still suffering. Now we are living in Norway, the prices, we say they are high. If you go now to Morocco and you go to the supermarket and you compare the price of oil that Morocco produces and Norway that has no oil, like olive oil, sorry, not the black oil. And yeah, Norway have no olive oils. So when we go and we see the price, Morocco price are really high than Norway. Yeah. I was just 1 week in Morocco. I went to supermarket getting like 2 bags with 150 euros. 2 bags, there's nothing on it. And also the quality of international products are low in African countries. And also, as we know, with the capitalism, yeah, it's not, now we will go out of the subject, but anyway, I want just to say that, because as we know of the capitalism, the products are not the same product everywhere. Like for example, if I get Nestle the milk for children here in Norway, it will not be the same quality in Morocco. Anyway, yeah, this is the history of Morocco. This is the political. It's a little bit boring, sad, but yeah, we hope that one day they will stand, and I hope that my country will be better, and everybody hope for his country to be the best. I hope so, but I don't believe on it. Anyway, yeah. Now let's go back to the food. Everybody heard something about Morocco, and they told me, oh, you have a great kitchen, you have couscous, you have tagine, you have. Yeah, we have everything. So today I have brought some food, and I want you to come and taste. I don't know if it's enough for everybody, but I believe it is. So we have some chicken with raisins, and that's its Moroccan dish. I made it right now. I'm sorry that the raisins is a little bit overcooked, because I was trying at that time to go through icy road until the car and like slippery, and I forget a little bit overcooked. There is chicken, yeah, with onions and raisins. Here it's lamb with the I forget the name. Apricot, yeah. Who knows the name of this? Please, someone help me. I don't know in Norwegian, honestly. I know it in English, but right now I confuse it. Anyway, it's a sweet meat. It's a sweet meat. You can come and taste it. Here, it's for the people that they don't like sweets. There is the Moroccan chicken. Not Moroccan, by the way. Sorry, it's Norwegian chicken with some olives, Norwegian, and but the taste is Moroccan. And here you have tasted before. It's some sweets from Morocco. I have brought, but this we call it like tea sweets. So they are not that sweet, but they are not that also salty. It's like yeah. So you are welcome. And here some Greek salad made by my wife, that she's Greek, with no feta. We couldn't find yesterday feta. Well, sorry. Yeah, enjoy your meal.
Can you take a picture?
Yeah, of course.
Sí, ha dicho de comer, que comáis. Que lo probéis.
Sí, yo ya estaba allí. Yo ya he probado esto ya. Además la ha clavado. Sincera.
Sí, sí, sí.
Ya es hora de escucharlos así, tío. Espera,
No. There is. Yeah, there is. I will say why I put this music. So yeah, these songs are Moroccan Andalusian songs, Andalusian, from Andalus. And it is like the rhythm of Andalusia at that time, and the wedding also of Andalusia at that time. Yeah, of course not now. And we keep this music when we are eating. So in good events, in weddings, and in celebrations. Yeah, and this they have like violins, they have also oud and guitars. Yeah, something like bouzouki. Yeah. This is the Moroccan bouzouki. More than welcome. I'm happy. No. In Morocco, we eat rice alone. We are not like Arabs, everything with rice. We eat the rice like paella. We eat the rice like paella. For example, like the Spanish paella.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Morocco.
Thank you.
No, no, it's from
I didn't have space also.
شحال غيرتي من عباد شحال صفيتي من سياد لا شفا ولا تخلاش حرفتي الغلا وسبيتي الكسيفة كي الشيخ كي العبد كي المقدم قاعد اللي قلبي السلام وفينك عويزات في الشام
I think you like the food, so yeah, enjoy the meals. And after we keep some talks about Morocco, but now just enjoy the meals. Thank you. Yeah, this music, it's called Nawa. This instrument, it's from Essaouira. It's one city, little bit to the south of Morocco. And this instrument that you see, those people have come from Latin America before. And when they came to Morocco, they were slaves abandoned in Africa. So they were African slaves, went to America to build them, and then they abandoned them in Morocco. And we call them Nawa. And it's a little bit like Bob Marley style, something like that. After that, I don't know if it's nice to say it, but yeah, those people, they're the Moroccan, how I can say it? Let's say freestyle, something like that. So those people, they like to smoke hash from morning till evening. And yeah, Morocco, it's officially hashish. Moroccan chocolate. So yeah, anyway, so those people, they produce the hash all over the world, and it's one of the best quality in the world. And it's called Moroccan chocolate. Where is it? Where is it? I think just food. Should I talk about Moroccan food or let's escape it because you taste it? Now the food. I know that the food is nice, maybe? I don't know. Should I open tavern in Norway? You will come? Got any Norwegian here? Any Norwegian?
Yes.
Ah, do you like the food? You like the food? Really good. Should I open tavern in Frøya? Oh, that's great. I'm happy. I'm happy. So yeah, I know that the food takes a lot of time, so could we come a little bit so we can talk a little bit about Morocco?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. This is so weird.
Serious.
So yeah, the Moroccan cuisine, I cannot talk about it without tasting. So I did my best today. I'm sorry that it doesn't taste like Morocco, because in Morocco we eat it outside, with warm weather, next to the sea, and that's... We can't do in this climate, I'm sorry. I can't bring the climate of Morocco here. But I hope it will be warm the next winter. Yeah, the Moroccan kitchen is blended by Berbers and Arabs and Mediterraneans and African influence. It's known for its use of spices. We don't have a lot of spices in Extra and Rima, I'm sorry, but this is what I could find. Other time I will brought from Morocco. And flavorful ingredients such as olives and preserved with lemons. And dried fruit as you taste. And some of the most popular dishes, it's tagine. Tagine, I don't know if some of you have seen it before, but I can show a picture of it. Tagine is that dish. It's not what include inside, but tagine is the dish itself. So this is tagine, this is tagine, this is tagine, and different foods. But mostly we put meat. We are meat eatable people. We are not vegans, we are sorry. There are any vegans here. And we are not vegetarians, we are sorry. Yeah. So tagine with no meat, it's not tagine. Always there are many vegetables into the tagine, but meat, it's the dish. And when we are talking about meat, there is no pork in Morocco. Pork is only for tourists. And if you want to do some haram, you could do it. Yeah. So there is democracy. So if you want to eat pork, you could eat it. But in supermarkets, because supermarket, as we know, it's go with the customers. Most of customers, they will not consume pork. So there are some open supermarket for tourists only, and also in the hotels there are pork dishes. And then we have couscous. I will show you a picture, but I couldn't make it because couscous need different dishes than the Norwegian, and it's need a lot of time, and it's need also gas and not electrical ovens. Couscous is this. And also, if you see, it's made of the same material as tagine. And couscous, it can be with vegetables and meat. It can be also like the chicken with raisins, but in different way, with not a lot of spices. And couscous, to make couscous, it's not like the Norwegian way, and also the European way, I'm sorry, but this is not the way. Yeah, in 15 minutes, there is no couscous. Couscous take more than 3.5 hours cooked, steamed cooked. That it means that we have one pot now, that we put vegetables, with sauce, with meat, with everything. And then we have an extra pot up, that it has some small holes, and it's cooked with the smoke of these spices. So when you eat it, it doesn't like make you like, I can't, because it's dry like sand. But yeah, the Moroccan couscous, it's not dry because mostly ladies cook it, but now, as we know, men are chefs in restaurants and everything, so men and women now cook it. And yeah, the way how they cook it, they put it to cook for 1 hour, then a break. That break, what they do at that time, really hot couscous, and they do it with their hands. I don't know how, but yeah, it's possible. So they start doing like that, so they make couscous spread and not became like balls, small balls. And when they spread it, they put also butter and salty butter that we call it smen. It's coming from goats. And when they make it like that, it's become like soft, and then they cook it again. And this, it's happened for 3 rounds. The last round, they put couscous in that dish, and then they put vegetables up, and they put the meat inside. I will tell you one secret. I don't know if you will laugh at it or not, But if you are invited in Moroccan dish with Moroccan, most of Moroccan eat couscous with hands. But because they know that European eat with fork, with knives, with whatever, what they do, they respect and they start eating with spoons. So that the European don't feel like disgust or something from their hands. But anyway, when they eat couscous, me myself I eat with spoon because it's really hot, I can't with hands. Yeah, anyway, when they start eating, the meat, it's somewhere hiding here in the middle. So, you don't eat meat at the beginning, you eat just vegetables. This is our culture. It's a cultural, food culture. So, when we eat with people, we don't go to the meat directly. And it was before that the focal point of that meeting is the one that he said, okay, this is your piece of meat, this is your piece of meat. Because meat at that time, it was really expensive. And we keep that culture. So when we eat vegetables and we forget about the meat. And then my father or someone like the focal point of the family, this is your piece, this is your piece. And then we eat some food. And we always keep space for the meat. We don't eat that much vegetables to keep some space for the meat. And if you are clever, what you do before your mom cook it, you go and you see how much meat. 1.5 kilo, 2.5, 3, depends. So then you keep space. You don't eat that much vegetable. Yeah? And we have pastella. Pastella is from Spain, Italian, something similar, but you will see. No. No. No, it's not this. No. This is Arabic, by the way. Many of you know it. Yeah, this is pastella. This food, it's difficult for me to make because it needs different spices and also different way of cooking. It needs we call it local oven. Does it mean that in every small area we have one department that it's like bakery, but it's not bakery itself. We do have bakery. That's what it means. That when we want to cook something big, because in Morocco before, as we say, there is poverty. People, they don't have big ovens in the house. So they cook, they call you, Anas, come and take the food to the oven. So you understand that the oven is not inside the house. The oven is 5 kilometers away. So you have to go with the food like this. And when you are coming, it's smelling nice. And if you are polite, and really polite, it will not take any food home back. Because people, they will say, nice smell, take a piece. Nice smell, take a piece. 5 kilometers, you go home with empty dish. And then you get abused from your family. Yeah, this is pastella. How it's cooked? It's cooked like with the really slow fire. So there is a wood oven. In that wood oven, mostly we take bread to cook. And I don't know this job of that man, because mostly men are doing that. They stay in really too much heat. They have one big like spoon, or I don't know how it's called, wooden spoon. And he put the bread. And how he remembered which family bring which bread, just God knows. No one knows until now. But yeah, it's like there is no list, there is nothing. People, they just bring something like wooding like that, like a plate wood, and there is a bread on it. But because he know how you cook the bread, he remember you, and he remember your bread. So when he bring it like that, this is the bread of Khadija, this is the bread of Aisha, this is the bread, and he remember like that. And that's why we say it's local oven. So only local go there, because you cannot go 10 kilometers to cook bread, it's too much. Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is good question. It is salty and sweet. Mostly it's made by, we call fruit fish. does it mean, I don't know how it's called in English, but like the small fishes that we find around, like whatever, like calamar or something like that. And it was made by Fes. Fes is a city, a small city, and it's one of the oldest scientific cities in Morocco. And there it was made one of the first university in the world, and it's called Harawin. And the word of university, it wasn't exist at that time. It was called madrasa. Madrasa in Arabic, it's school. And madrasas have been created by Moroccan people at the time, and mostly by Jews. And after that, Islam take over, and they start learning their Quran from small kids. So they read all the Quran. After that, they start going to science. Some of them want to visit Spain, for example, to see what Spanish they are doing and interpret. Some of them they are going to China, and we have one of travelers. It's called Ibn Battuta. It's coming from Tanger. Tanger is the north of Morocco. I call it Tanger as Spanish do and as known, but in Arabic it's Tanger. Yeah. And Tanger was one traveler that have traveled all the world in 1840. At that time, Morocco was great science. Ibn Battuta. Ibn in Arabic it means son of. And Battuta is the name of his father. And we call Ibn Battuta. It's like the Syrian way of saying your name. Like for example, my name is Anas. They don't call me Anas, they say Ibn Abdurrahim, my father. And we have some different foods, but I think we don't have enough time to show everything. But if you support and you like the food, I can make a tavern here and you are welcome to eat. With the Moroccan price, not Norwegian price. So yeah, religion. So religion in Morocco, we can put a video background so you can see some cities during I am talking. Yeah, the religion in Morocco, it's the majority of the population in Morocco is Muslim, with the significant minority of Jews and Christian population. Islam is official religion in the country, and it's deeply ingrained in Moroccan culture as a daily life. I will explain a bit what that means, because in our dialect and in Arabic, I was working as an interpreter, by the way. And then many times, interpreters, we say at the beginning you should be neutral. And that it means that you don't take part in any religion or any political views. But the most of interpreters that I have met, they use the word, for example, inshallah. Inshallah, it's not only an Arabic word. It's an Arabic word, but it means I hope so. But the literally meaning, it's hope when the God wants, when the God will. And that is forbidden by interpreters and translators. But they still do it because of the culture. So that's what I want to say, that Islam is not only a religion for Arabic countries and Morocco, it's also a culture, a style of life. For example, some people, they know that drinking alcohol is haram, it's forbidden by the Islam. He go to drink alcohol and he say to his friend, okay, let's go to drink. Inshallah, we will meet at that time. So he's using the word of the God with something that it's forbidden by the God, and he doesn't understand because it's the culture talking. It's not himself talking, and it's not the Arabic language. Yeah, Morocco has a long history with religion tolerance, and the country is known as itself consists different religion community. The king of Morocco has the title of commander of the faithful, and that it means Amir al-Mu'minin in Arabic. Amir al-Mu'minin, it means the prince of believers. The Moroccan king, he is the prince of believers of all Islamic countries. And there we have a style in Islam, it's called Al-Malaki. Al-Malaki, it's a style. And what it means also, it's the way how wrote in Quran and the way how translated Quran. there are many different styles, and that's why you see different Muslims. For example, you go to Morocco, you see girls wearing hijab, and you see also girl doesn't wear hijab because it's not close style. But there are some close styles that you go, for example, to Saudi Arabia. You see everyone wearing like ninja. Yeah, I'm not making fun, but this is the reality. This is how they look like. Anyway, you go to other countries and you see like it doesn't wear anything. Lebanon, for example. It's really rare to see a woman wearing hijab because of the French culture and also their light style of Islam. Anyway, there are also Jews in the country, and the Jews, they are the richest, as we said, and it was like about 2 millions in the 50s, early in the 50s, and those 2 millions, they are really rich. And they have one expression that it's really nice. They say that if you are lost, buy a lamp. This is a Jews expression. So when they don't know what to do with the money, they buy land. And now many properties in Morocco and many cities are owned by Jews. And that it's make them richer and richer and richer. The Moroccan, they take that expression, but they modify it a bit. They say, if you are lost, sit down. Because they're poor, they cannot buy land. So what they say, if you are lost, just sit down. Because you don't have money to buy land. Yeah. Yeah, enough from religion. The economy. Economy of Morocco is diverse, as undergone significant modernization and liberalization recent years. We have agriculture, tourism. Main sectors of economy of Morocco is the major produce of phosphates. Phosphates is phosphor, and which are used by fertilizer, and it's also the major exporter of textile and clothing. This is a weak point because many of the companies, famous companies that we know, as Adidas, as H&M, as Zara, as many others, anyway, they work in Morocco. Why? Because the salary there is really low. The work condition, it's not like the Norwegian work condition, of course. They are working in basements with maybe thousands of people, not even enough oxygen, working with no headphones or nothing. They're like their hair is lost after a few years. Working black, as we call it, so that it's mean with no safety, with no registration, with no paper or document that prove that they are working. So they are just working. And working with less money. Yeah. The country is also rich natural resources such lead, zinc, phosphate, and copper, which are extracted and exported to Europe. We have also irons, and as you know, Algeria, also our neighbor, have irons. And La Tour Eiffel in France is made by irons, and France have 0 irons. Yeah. Morocco has a strategic location and strong economy ties with Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, which make important player in the region. The country has a relatively well-developed infrastructure, including ports, airport, and highway, and facility and trade investment. And that I can prove it because I have been there, and they have developed a lot of stuff. Economically, it's going well. But when the Moroccan will be economically well, this is a question. Because to bring investment to the country, and especially in a poor country, you have to lower the price. And that it means lower the salaries. And make experts, technicians, engineers, in whatever field, and mostly in cars and solar panel and energy, free energy. Because now the biggest project of free energy is in Sahara located. And it's about 3 million solar plates. And that is really huge. And there is a cooperation between Norway and the United Kingdom and Morocco. So it will be a big cable coming from Morocco to United Kingdom, coming to Norway for free energy. In recent years, the Moroccan government implemented economy and structural reform to promote economic growth and reduce the poverty. This includes measures and improvement business climates, increase foreign investment, and promote the development of new sector, renewable energy, information technology, and biotechnology. And tourism is one of the biggest also invest in Morocco, because a lot of Europeans search for warm and search for sea, mountains, and different kind of nature. And Moroccans have those different kind of nature. Because if you go in summer and you don't like heat, you don't go to Marrakesh, as they promote to you, and you are going all to Marrakesh, and then it's 55 degrees, how I can stand? Yeah, you went there. There is Casablanca, there is Tanger, there is the north of Morocco in summer, it's very cool. It's like European weather, it's like almost 25, 30 degrees max. But in Marrakesh and Sahara in summer, it's really hot, so what do you expect? And in the winter, it's the opposite. The middle of Morocco, where is Casablanca and that, it's really fine. Like, you don't need heating system, you don't need anything inside the house. If you open just the oven to cook, it will be hot the house for maybe 24 hours, so you don't need nothing. And in summer, it's also cool weather. And there are different kinds of nature in Morocco. There are mountains, there are like farms, big farms, there are like cities, there are like European cities, because when you go to the north, Tanger and some cities, they are like the style of Europe. So with the wooden buildings sometimes, and sometimes with the architecture of France, it's very nice architecture. And also the Spanish architecture, we have kept it in Casablanca. And the Moroccan architecture, it's when you go to Marrakesh, Meknes, Fez, Sahara. The natural resources, Morocco is rich natural resources with diverse range. Sorry. Yeah. Morocco is rich natural resources with diverse range mineral, agricultural lands, and water resources. Some of the main natural resources of Morocco include phosphate. Morocco, we talk about that. Fish. Morocco has a long coastline and Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea, and which provide abundant fish resource. The country is a major exporter of fish, seafood, and fishing is an important sector of the economy. And Morocco have every year make a really huge number of how many tons of fish they send to Europe with the cooperation of Spain. Agriculture in Morocco. Morocco has diverse range agricultural land and variety crops such as citrus fruits like lemon, orange, and stuff like that, pamplemousse, olives, wheat, barley, and sugar and beet. Agriculture is an important sector of the economy, and Morocco is a major exporter of agricultural products. If you go to supermarket, you see some mandarins, it's coming from Spain, and some from Morocco. Also, the lead and zinc. Morocco have the largest reserve of lead and zinc, which are mined and exported. Also is the largest. Copper, Morocco has a small but growing mining industry which include copper mining. Hydrocarbon, Morocco has limited reserve of hydrocarbon, mainly natural gas, which is mostly used for domestic consumption. Still, we don't produce gas. Solar and wind energy. Morocco has a high potential renewable energy, practically solar and wind energy. The country has ambitious plans to develop renewable energy and reduce the independence of fossil fuels. I would like also to talk about Casablanca, if you are not bored, of course. Casablanca is the largest city of economic capital in Morocco, and it's located in the Atlantic coast, west of Morocco, and the country's chief port industrial center. The city population is over 10 million people, and it's the center of Morocco economic and business activity. Casablanca has a long history dating back to Phoenician era. However, the city as known today was founded in the 15th century by Berbers and was known as Anfa. The city was later renamed to Casablanca, which means White House in Spanish, because of the white houses that were built by the French during the colonization period. Casablanca is known as modern architecture, including the Hassan II Mosque, which is the largest mosque in Morocco and the 7th largest mosque in the world. The mosque located in promontory overlooking the ocean and further like 210 meters minarets. That it's mean the top of the mosque. If you see like every top of the mosque, there is something like gold, like 3 balls gold. This is only that, it's 210 meters. Moroccan, European, Sub-Sahara African, the city also meeting both different religions, including Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Casablanca, economical heart of Morocco, and the home of too many major businesses and industry, including banking, finance, construction, services. The city also have the measure of transportation, and international airport, seaport, and network, highway, and railway, and that connect other parts of the country to Europe. So, I see it went somewhere else, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for that. YouTube is not created by Morocco, so that's why.
Can you tell us more what most Moroccans do to survive?
Yeah, I will tell you because I was one of the survivors, but I let it until the end. Yeah, I want to tell a little bit. I will go back to it. I want to talk about something really important. If you want to know the country, it's the education. Education is the priority in Morocco. This is what Google says. And the government has made significant effort and improved access to education, quality education in recent years. Moroccan education system divided to 3 levels: primary, secondary, and higher education. Primary education is compulsory for children from 6 to 12. And recent year, Moroccan government made effort to improve access education, practically girls and children in rural area. The government has also implemented measures to improve quality education, such as invest in teacher training, educational and infrastructure. The Moroccan education system is based on French model and uses French as the main language of instruction. However, government has also made efforts to promote the use of Arabic and Berber language in education, practically in primary and secondary school. Yeah, this is what Google says. But yeah, in Morocco still there are many villages that there is no schools, there is no education at all. So people they have to be obliged to go to bigger city. And when we are talking about bigger cities, so it's big rent, also like a lot of money to pay. And if you are a poor family, you can't like really send your son to Casablanca because just the rent it's 250 euros and your salary it's 250 euros or less. So yeah, this is one of the black dots in Morocco. Education still doesn't exist in some places. I have been in Atlas Mountains, as you. In Atlas Mountains, I went with kids to school. It takes them like about 7 to 8 kilometers to go there, but with difficult ways because it's mountains. So you have to take the donkey or the mole to go there, to put your bags there, and then you are running, and those children, because they get used to those way of surviving. I was from Casablanca, I wasn't climbing mountains like always. So they were really fast going to school and me like putting my hand down, like falling down, following those kids. Anyway, when they go there, they are freezing those children because, as we say, in the mountains there, it's really cold and it can reach -30. Yeah, -30. With no stove, with no wood, with nothing. So it's impossible to live there. If something happens and you need hospital, you just die. Yeah, there is no chance to get any helicopters. Helicopters, they work only for tourists. If a tourist gets lost in the mountains, the helicopter they will come and they will show to you in the TV, oh, we help and we did and we did. If a Moroccan, we have many cockroaches. We say like that. It's a Moroccan expression. So does it mean that Moroccans are like cockroaches? So whoever died, less problem. This is how the system works. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, those kids, they are really survivors, but the best mark in Morocco, the best result in the high school, the best result in university, come always from those people, come always from those poor kids. Not from Casablanca, not from bigger city, because those people, they survive and they fight for education. So, you know the meaning of education. They will not go like 7 kilometers like that and he will go to the teacher and stay like this and hide and play. No, he study. He have an ambition. He wants to save his family. Because in Morocco culture, as you, now back to your questions, in Morocco culture, the first son or the first daughter of the family, she will be the focal point. So she takes the flames to the next generation. And does it mean that she's obliged to help her family. And that's why we are talking also about migration. And many Moroccans, dragon we don't have in Morocco. Yeah, as you see, like many Moroccans like try to migrate to Europe and mostly to France, Belgium and Netherlands. Those people, they are not trying just to come to Europe like that, but they are trying to come to Europe to help their family back. So many of them have died in the sea. We don't have political issue like Syria, like Iraq, like Afghanistan, like Pakistan, like Lebanon right now, like Tunisia, like Libya, like Algeria, but we do have an economical issue. The economical issue, it's made those people come to your country and come to Europe, not just because they want paradise or something like that, but they want to survive and help their family back. So, yeah, true, we don't have war, but the economical war, it's worse than the war itself. Because the war itself, you are going outside and you will die, you will not die. One of the two. But when you are living all your life in economical war, then you have to be a thief. You have to be a criminal. You have to steal from supermarket. You have to beat a lady with a bag to get her money or her wealth. You have to do whatever crime it exists. And that it means in Morocco there are still many crimes. But when we are talking about the crimes, we see them in racist way. Because if we are like comparing Norway or other country to Morocco, we should compare everything. Not compare just the bad things or the negative things in one of the other country. When I'm talking about Morocco, I feel sad about these things because, of course, now I'm living in Europe in different conditions, and also my mindset have changed. I am not aggressive as I was. When I came first to Greece, like people, they were like, just look at me, and I was like, why you look at me? Why you see me like that? Because I was always like defending myself. Like I have to first, the best defend is the first attack. So I have to attack you to defend myself. So when I came to Greece, like slowly, I see that those people, they're not doing something bad to me. Like I don't have to go and carry my phone with 2 hands, like that, because it will be a thief coming and take my phone and leave. I carry my phone normally as people. I don't have like to take my wallet like put it inside the jallaba and wearing 3 clothes when I have my salary. Because as we say, people, they are fighting for surviving. And fighting for surviving is really bad than the war. I'm not trying to say that war is fine, because I'm against war, and I'm a children activist and human rights activist. And I know what's the war meaning, even though that I wasn't through it, but I was working in the humanitarian sector for 7 years. I had many cases that they come from war, and they come from bad places, that I don't want to imagine my children to be there, or myself to be there, or my best friend, or everybody to be there. So the war also, it's really bad. And many refugees, we have them here, and many migrants, we have them here. I don't know, but we should just think about it, that nothing exists forever. Right now, Norway have good wealth, good money, everything, but we don't know. Ukraine, they were very good. They were like European, right? The same culture, they're white like European, not like us. I was about to say like us, but yeah, sorry. Yeah, they were white like European, and they are the same, they have the same culture, they have maybe the same religion, like they are Christian and whatever, but in one day, everything done. Everything done. Like people, they cannot be pushed to stay there. Yeah, we don't want them here, but we create the war. I am not talking about Norway. I'm still here. But I'm talking about politics. And when we are talking about politics, it's not only one country. It's many countries. United States, Israel, big power. And now the power is fuel, it's gold, and it's money. And I feel bad when I see like someone saying like to a Moroccan, go back to your country. And he's living in France. Me, I'm against the system, not against the people. Because people, French people, I have many friends, but I'm against the system. For example, like you go to France and then he told you, go back. Okay, I go back, but give me my iron back, give me my fuel back, give me everything back, and I will go back. And then we will live fine. People see Africa as, is Africa? You can see from the color. Yeah, people see Africa as a poor place, and I don't know, and we are living in jungles and stuff like that. No, like many people have come to me, hello, you're from Morocco, yes, you go to school with camels. If I have camels, I will not come to Europe, because if I have camels, camels are really worth a lot of money. I could buy whatever I want. If I have camels, I will not come to Europe. And if I have the money, I will not come to Europe. Anyway, no one of us, like to end this, no one of us want to leave his home country. Everybody wants to stay in his home country. But every one of us wants better life for him, for his kids, for his family maybe. So that's why this is one of the reasons why we came here. Or this is the main reason why we came here. Yeah, if you want to know about surviving, I was from 13 years old working nights, studying in secondary school at that time. And when we say working at night, or morning or whatever, it's not with contract, because I'm under the age. There is no contract exists in the world under the age of 18. Only 16 in some countries, but with some conditions. So I was working at night, getting 20 euros, not per night, per week. This 20 euros, like 15 euros, it's my bus for the whole month. I was smoking. I don't advise children to smoke from that age. But yeah, I was smoking, so I was buying my cigarette, buying my clothes, and keep some money to when I come back home, come with some bags, you know. The work that I was doing, it is like going to the port when there is a big boat for fish coming. They take like the fish with some net and they put them in the mainland. The fish that fall down, there is one automatic cleaning that take it to the sea back, because they will not keep it there, it will be rotting. So they keep it to the sea back. Me, it's come to me an idea, this is surviving. You should create ideas, you should do something different. Because if I do whatever they do to Moroccan, I will not get salary, I will not get nothing. So the idea has come to my mind. That's why we go collect that fish. Why not? All the fish is dead. So if I sell it, I doesn't have to sell it alive. So I go there, I put it in buckets, and I sell it in the next to the port, and from there I have some money. I was working as electrician, but I am not electrician. Just my father, electrician, and I was seeing what he was doing. So I put my hands into 220 volt, and then I get shocked or whatever. I was working as plumber, even though that I never studied plumber. And I was working as a handyman, like fixing wood, stuff like that, wooding stuff. I did all the job that, I don't know, maybe you can't imagine, but I did every job that I can eat bread from. I was working in some companies selling cards in street, talking to tourists or something. Yeah, there is one thing about this, yeah. When I was selling cards in street, Moroccans, they don't want to buy from me because they don't have to eat. Who will take from me card? So what I did, I went to the airport, and whenever I see European, I'm happy. I was like those Moroccans that right now I was talking before, they say that it's bad. But at that time, I don't see it bad. Because at that time, I need to eat. I need to eat, and I know you are tourists, you are coming with money. So I need money. I don't steal from you, I don't go to your pocket, but I sell you something with higher price. Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah. I was like going, because I was going kilometers with my feet, going until the tourist, he's coming comfortable with the luxury aeroplane, coming to Morocco to go to just luxury place. And I say, okay, it's my money coming to me. So yeah, I was going to them, I had like SIM card with €1. I sell for them sometimes with 15 euros. Depends, I see how they look like. Some people, like they come, I need just to call. I say, okay, get it for free. So it's kind of like of the bad and good guy in the same time. Yeah, anyway, in Moroccan education, as I focus on it, it's really bad. And as we know, the European require visas. And not only European. Morocco, it's like, can go only to 53 countries, most of them Arabic. And those Arabic countries doesn't accept Moroccans. They accept you, Norwegian, they accept other countries. Because Moroccan, what he will bring to the country? Nothing. European, what he will bring to the Arab country. For example, Qatar, the Mondial of Qatar. When it was the Mondial of Qatar, many Moroccans went, but they used them because they have no funds, just to show that we have funds and that. But when Moroccan apply for a job, you don't go. When you Spanish apply for a job, you will go. When you, I don't know, Norwegian or French or whoever, you will go there. Even that the Moroccan might have better diplomas than you or me or everybody. But now, look at that, it's really funny. If I was in Morocco now back and I apply to Qatar, will refuse me 100%. 100%. But right now, as I have the Norwegian ID, I just say, hi guys, they will tell me, you have milk, you have money, come. But you see, like, what I want to say, that I am the same person. Like, I was black, I'm still black, I'm not white. I'm African, I'm still African. I wear jalaba in Morocco, right now I'm wearing jalaba. The same person, but the ID and the status have changed. And the country welcome you differently just because of the status. Back to 2015, when the crisis of refugees started. Many countries were crying, oh, we have a lot of refugees and that, and yeah. Right now, Ukrainian war. If we compare the number of the refugees that came at that time and come now, by the way, I don't want to say nothing about Ukraine, but I want to say something about the policy. So, if we compare the number of the Ukrainian refugees that come in 2 months or 3 max, it's 2 million Ukrainian. If we compare it to 2015 or earliest, since 2011 until 2018, the number is 1.4 million. And you remember in the TV how people were crying. We don't have houses for those people. We don't need those people. We will die. We cannot find job. Blah, 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 blah. But why Ukraine? It's not that they like Ukrainian, and it's not that Ukrainians are better or something like that, but because they want the country, because they want their safety, because of petrol, because of many stuff. Yeah, agriculture, many stuff. Anyway, yeah, back to Morocco. I think I have talked about everything, and I will show you last things like some traditional clothes, and I will show you also some cities in Morocco. So if someone wants to visit, you know where to go. Thank you so much also for your time. Thank you. Yeah, this city is called because of the weather there. And this they wear it like, for example, in big events like a marriage, or we say hitan, or like when we celebrate that we have a new kid or something like that. And this is how it looks like. It's have also this with it. This you have, some of you have seen Missy wear it.
Oh, Missy.
Yeah. This is go with the other one. And this is how they wear it. But if you wear it like that, like with no reason in the street, people will look at you like, why he wear that? And when we wear it, mostly people have henna hair. If you see their hands, they have henna. And henna, it's henna, yeah. And henna, it's something, it's like a tattoo. We call it tattoo here in Europe. But henna, it's have something symbolic, and does it mean that we're happy, we're having happiness, and it's have also something religious, that the Prophet Muhammad was making henna in his hand most of the time. Yeah, when the tourists get this, they are happy. They are tourists, they are happy. It is respectful. It's like we're exchanging culture with you, and when you accept to do something from our culture, we feel happy. You know, like when, for example, when I am here and I am talking like English, it's normal. Everybody talk English. But when I see tourists in Morocco speak Moroccan, I'm like amazed. How did you learn it? And we can like talk for hours.
I told last in the shower.
You was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is from my wedding in Morocco. This they were down. It's a little bit open, as you say. It's a little bit like large. But why they wear it like that? Because people before, they were working with this, and they were even like soldiers wearing that. Imagine soldier going with this. It's funny, huh? And this, it's a little bit soft. It see everything inside. That's why we wear pants down. Yeah. And this, it's like summer for summer wedding. And this is the up part, the same with this. Oh, sorry. Way too late. I don't have for women. I'm sorry, because they are really expensive. Because kaftan, it's really one of the expensive things, and yeah. And mostly what they do in weddings, like those things, they just rent them. So because Moroccan wedding, it's 7 times you change clothes. You cannot stay next to your wife. You are just going. and my wife have experienced that. We went and we had the Moroccan wedding. We were married in Greece, but when I went there, I have to see my families and make them happy. So we did Moroccan wedding, and then we are just sitting. Just I feel relaxed. Okay, come to church. We go again. We change the clothes. We put other clothes to take picture, and you stay again. All the visitors have to take with you picture one by one, and you have to smile to everybody. And I'm a smoker. I can't stand more than 2 hours with no cigarette. So it was like horrible for me. But yeah, anyway, we have to make my mom happy, my father happy, and everybody. So we try to do our best. And difficult also, when you are getting married in Morocco, you should be with no children. Me, I had 2 kids. And I'm doing this stuff, like going to change, and my kid is crying. And this, it's Sawira clothing. This, it's wear like with normal pants, like normally. And you wear it like that. This is how it's look. And it's from gold, how it's called, like fur, yeah. And it's made by hand. So ladies, like they can stay maybe, this job in Morocco, mostly ladies do it. And they can stay maybe for 2 days or 3 to make that. And this one, it's a Moroccan as well, but this you wear it in Kjama, in Atlas Mountains. And it's wear like that. You wear like some clothes, but it gives you more heat. And it's made also by goats. Sometimes it's made by camel, but it's more expensive. And this, it's not the original, just to let you know, because the original, if I want to show it to you like that, I will put down. It's really heavy. When you wear it, like there is no cold and anything. And this is some music from Morocco. And by this point, I'm done. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. And welcome to Morocco. If you need any guide, help, whatever, I can tell you. And don't go to Marrakesh. It's really expensive, and don't follow what tourists do. You can go to new places. Thank you so much.
Te vas a ir para abajo, te vas a ir para el sur, ya verás.